Okay, so our next thing that we are going to do, now that we have everything dried and glued and screwed together, is to go ahead and apply the face to the Scarecrow and the face to the Snowman. Now, for the face, you have a couple of different things and options that you can do. You can use vinyl to make a stencil and then paint it from there. You can use vinyl and just leave the vinyl on, or you can completely paint it by hand, freehand it. Whatever you're most comfortable with. Just to kind of show you a couple different options here, on the Scarecrow side, I'm going to go ahead and start with some vinyl. As you can see here, I don't know if you can tell, I went ahead and cut out some eyes, and I will turn my camera around so you can see what I have here. Okay, so here I have one of his eyes here, and I have another one cut out, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna take my pencil and I'm gonna draw around his eye, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the other one, and then I'm gonna paint it from there. And the reason being is I just like the way the paint looks here, but I did want to show you how you could use the vinyl. You can also use stencil vinyl if you'd like. This is not stencil vinyl, this is just regular 631 vinyl. And from there, it'll just peel up and I will paint it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and we will keep going. And I used the same one. I was able to just pick it up and put it down here. I'm going to trace around it again so that when I'm painting it, I know exactly where to take my paintbrush. A lot of people do like to just use their stencil and go ahead and apply the vinyl down and then put the paint over it and lift up. If you want to do that, go for it. In this particular video, that is not how I'm going to do it, just because I find this way personally to be a little bit easier. That's total personal preference though. So whatever you feel most comfortable with, go for it. Okay. Okay, so there you can see the eyes have been outlined in pencil. I will take a black paint and I will come in and fill that in and outline it. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for the nose. I'm going to go ahead and do a triangle for his nose, and I'm going to go ahead and I will freehand the mouth with a squiggly line just because it doesn't have to be exact there. The eyes being the same size were more important to me than my mouth being the same size. Or the exact same on either side. So I will show you what I mean in a minute on that, but I will go and put you down so you guys can watch as I go ahead and start applying the face. Okay, so for the mouth, I'm gonna make kind of a line that kind of goes down and back up. So again, that does not have to be perfect. It's just a guide, if you will. Okay, and then I'm also going to make a little mark coming from his hat down, and that's just going to be kind of like so. So here is what I have so far. As I said, not much to look at, bear with me, it will come together, but this is kind of where I have with my outline. I'm going to go ahead and start painting. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take my black paint here. I just, for this particular portion, if it will come into focus, I used a multi-surface. This is an indoor-outdoor paint here, and just in the black. And I'm going to go ahead. Okay, moving on down to his mouth. So now that I've done everything in black here, I'm going to go ahead and take my white paint, which again is just an indoor-outdoor paint that I got. I picked this one up at Walmart, but you can get it at any craft store. And I'm going to go ahead and paint my nose, his eyes, just to make his eyes look brighter. it's gonna be cute too. I'm gonna go ahead and take just a little bit of white paint and make little dots right here, just to give him a little something extra. Okay, so these are his eyes and the top of his nose. We're gonna go ahead and move on down to our orange for the middle of his nose and yellow for the base of his nose. Then I'm gonna go back in and do a little bit of touch-up work, and then we will be done with painting his face. We'll go ahead and glue on his flowers, and our little scarecrow will be done. These little guys I picked up from the Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut them off so that I can glue them onto the top of his hat. So let's do that. Okay, so just apply your hot glue all to the back of your flower and then place it where you want. As I said earlier, I'm placing it over my screw so as to try to camouflage the screws. Okay, so now I just took the vinyl circles that I cut off, and I'm going to make him a little smiley face mouth with circles. I'm going to trace each circle and then just move it over. You can cut more circles. I'm just going to use the same one just because. Just makes it a little bit easier on myself, I feel like. Okay, so now we have him completely traced out, and we're just going to go ahead and do like the other side, and we're going to go ahead and start with our black paint and go ahead and paint our snowman. Okay, now for his nose. Alrighty, now for his nose, I'm going to take a little bit of my orange. Same one that I used on my scarecrow. Okay, and now once my eyes have dried, I'm going to go ahead and add a little white specks to it, just so that he has a little bit of twinkle in his eye, if you will. And then our snowman will be completed. And there we have our finished painted snowman face. Okay, so the only other thing that you want to do is, if you were going to leave your sign outside exposed to the elements, is you do want to use some kind of a sealer. This is the one that I have here that I will be using. I picked this up from Walmart. You can pick up any sealer from craft store or anything like that as well. But I will just give this a spray over top of both sides, and then it will be good to go. If you are leaving it inside, that's not necessary, but you never know. If you are putting it outside, anytime you have your wood and your paint outside, you do want to go ahead and protect it. But that is our scarecrow and our snowman wooden sign. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, please be sure to drop them below in the comment box. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more fun holiday crafts, like how to make a snowman wreath, I will go ahead and link the link up above to the video. And you can watch that, and hopefully that can be another fun project for you. So thank you guys for watching.